Oh my God, what is actually going to happen to you this month is really, really going to surprise you, my gorgeous Capricornius, indeed. And I need you to pay attention to the stage and the actual period in between the 12th and the actual 18th of June 2023. Within these dates, within this period, you know, there is probably going to be one of the biggest questions you've ever had that are going to be answered. One of the biggest questions, trust me, and the answer to one of the biggest questions you've ever had, this is what you're going to find really mind-blowing. This is what is really going to surprise you, and this surprise that I'm talking about is going to require from you immediately to make a decision and to act on it, like immediately. So this is going to happen kind of in a rather spontaneous way, but it also requires from you to respond as quick as possible. And I am going to scream from the rooftops and try to make you to understand that for some reason you are going to be under some kind of like but for some reason you are going to be thinking like that you are going to have plenty of time or like loads of time in order to do this, in order to make this decision. For some reason you're really going to think like almost immediately, as soon as you become aware of the fact that you need to make a really important decision here, almost immediately, how you're actually going to feel with this particular word, immediately, you're going to feel like in your kind of like view at that moment in time, you're going to be thinking, oh, I'm going to do this like next month. I'm going to do this in a couple of months. I'm going to do this in a couple of weeks. No, baby, no, absolutely no. You need to put this as the actual priority number one, my gorgeous Capricornius, because this is the part of your little challenge. You must put this as priority number one. You need to put yourself as the priority number one in your life, on your spiritual journey. Bless your heart. I know that someone is persistently being on your mind, you know, lately, and you've been worrying about someone, and maybe that actually took the better of you, you know, subconsciously you didn't even notice, you know, but now it's time to snap out of it. You need to understand that from now onwards you really need to focus on yourself, and you need to put yourself as a number one. So this is why an immediate action is actually going to be required. So when you realize that you need to make a decision, don't wait for next month. Don't put yourself in this particular mode where you're just going to extend something that requires like absolute immediate assistance. This is so important, my gorgeous Capricornius, but it's also ever so important that you're going to realize at around a similar time that you are going to need to set the certain boundaries in order to protect yourself, in order to protect your energy as well. And also when it comes to that decision, my gorgeous Capricornius, when it comes to that particular decision, look, when I take this card, when I take this oracle card, and when it comes to this particular decision that you're going to make, where is this decision going to lead you? Where is this decision going to lead you when you make this decision immediately? And you will make this immediately by understanding fully what am I trying to say, that is going to be the priority number one. There you go. Oh my goodness, look at these boundaries came out. Like, hallelujah, hallelujah, boundaries came out. Look at this. There's no joke. Look, just to kind of like confirm what I said, cheers spirit, just to confirm what I said, my gorgeous Capricornius, about the boundaries. You are going to need to set the certain boundaries. It is time to protect yourself, and it is the time to protect your energy. Okay, so this is why this double mama, this big double mama came out. Okay, but where is this decision going to lead you that I'm talking about right now? Where is this decision going to lead you, my gorgeous Capricornius? Oh my, hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Look at this, baby. This is where it's going to lead towards your own prosperity. I mean, what else can I say? Absolutely brilliant. Okay, and also at the same time through that process, Capricornius, you're also going to find out something very, very interesting about yourself. First of all, you're going to realize how much you've actually changed, and that in itself, it's also going to reflect on so many other aspects of your life as well. And this is where you're going to find a really, really interesting, about yourself. And this is always good because that is a rather sacred sign that you are changing, you are growing, you are evolving onto the next level of your spiritual journey, which is absolutely brilliant. When it comes to the actual numerology, it's like, oh my god, I don't even know what to say, my gorgeous Capricornius. When it comes to numerology, your number is 1177. This in itself means that you are going to have such a beautiful spiritual experience this month as well. This beautiful spiritual experience that you're going to have is really going to open your eyes, okay? Like in the best possible way, especially when it comes to you, like realizing that there is so much that you are kind of finding yourself starting to become connected to. And number 77, also, that's to do with number 11. So number 77 is like really a lot to do with you, like, just finding your path in life. By the end of this month, you are really going to have your legs very much so pretty firmly on the ground. You are going to find your path. I'm not saying that you did not know about this particular path whatsoever, but it's just so much is going to be happening and going on throughout this month of June, where you're going to find out certain things about yourself, and almost as if you are going to find yourself on the path that you always have been, but now by the end of this month, this path is going to seem so much different, completely different, purely because a lot is going to start changing in terms of planning when it comes to your future, because you will realize that there are 3 specific things which you are going to be able to make and achieve so much quicker, so much sooner. Okay, so this is why this is going to be so important. And also, when it comes to numerology and when it comes to these numbers, my gorgeous Capricornius, do you know what? It's like, I absolutely love this. Let me tell you something. You are going to have a huge accomplishment, a really big accomplishment this month. And this accomplishment, it's like really kind of, it's a lot to do with the recognition, an important recognition. It's a lot to do with you understanding, oh my god, there are a few things that are going to start changing after this point, after this moment in time. But what you're going to find out and realize that it's actually going to be changing, it's going to make you feel optimistic, and it's going to make you feel happy. It's going to kind of make you aware of the fact that there are other people in your life that are really going to start looking up to you, and you're going to like this. And all this is actually all this is going to happen completely unexpectedly, and that in itself, it's like a lot to do with like you kind of like having a really great outcome on something, out of something that you've been working on for absolute ages. So this is where this amazing determination it's actually going to come from, my gorgeous Capricornius. An amazing determination, an amazing initiative, strength, activity. You are going to start feeling really, really active, and that in itself, it's going to surprise you because of the level of energy that you're actually going to have. You are going to find yourself on such a powerful state. You're going to find yourself at such a powerful stage of your life, my gorgeous Capricornius, and I really like this, because it's almost as if, like, on one hand, you're going through your own rebirth, and on another hand, it's like you are about to make such a big step, and this big step that you're going to make before the end of this month, it's also going to have a huge element of an unknown. You would never, ever, ever do this before. This would really put you off, and make you feel negative. But now you will know that you're tapping into something mind-blowing, because you have been prepared for something like this for a long time indeed. And also, my gorgeous Capricornius, what else I was going to say, when it comes to nutrition and when it comes to health, of course that I'm going to recommend you again very strongly to take natural vitamin D3 supplement, which is going to boost your immune system, and it's going to be superb for your sensitive bones, alongside a natural zinc picolinate. It's a perfect combination with vitamin D3, but also at the same time, it's going to be beneficial for your skin, hair and nails. And the third supplement that I highly recommend you is going to be organic chlorella, which is absolutely brilliant. It's rich in protein, omega-3 essential fatty acids, which our body cannot produce by itself, but it's essential for our mind, for our brain, for memory, concentration, focus, and on all these type of things. And also at the same time, it's like basically it has got that like this ability to detoxify our body from the dangerous metals as well. It's called organic chlorella, and it is very powerful indeed. Of course, these are my own supplements, which you are probably aware of it by now. They are made with an exceptional quality ingredients, without any chemicals, without any rubbish, without any nonsense, just a pure superb quality ingredients. And they are on a half price sale. They're ridiculously cheap at the moment, and this quality vitamins, superb vitamins, you're not gonna find so cheap this quality anywhere else. So here is zinc picolinate. So I just repeat, they're on a half price, they're dead cheap at the moment. Vitamin D3, and there is organic chlorella here as well. So if you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant or if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor, you just need to check with your GP. Only your doctor or GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications or not. And if you would like to buy these vitamins, which I strongly recommend you, just look at the name, or click on the name of this video at the bottom, and the description is going to expand, and then you will see towards the end, you will see the vitamins. Or you can simply go on Google and just type in Sasha Bonasin vitamins, and you will see my page coming up that way as well. So now, my gorgeous Capricornius, I am going to see what is going to be the very first date that you need to pay attention to. Now, the very 1st of June is, of course, going to feel different. It's going to feel a little bit bizarre. It's not only the 1st of June, but the 2nd of June also. So the 1st and the 2nd of June, you are gonna feel like you are walking through a completely different door. The energy is going to feel strange, the energy is going to feel different, but you are going to like this. You know, something is going to feel very mysterious, very strange, very unusual, but you're going to like the actual consistency of this energy in terms of how it's actually going to make you feel. You will like this weirdness, because that in itself, it's also kind of going to put you in this psychic mode, in this highly intuitive mode, and there is something going to be persistently on your mind within the first couple of days of June. There is something persistently going to be on your mind, how you want to do something, how you need to do something, and you will notice that you're thinking about it so intensely, you want to do this so intensely, you're so passionate about it, but then you're going to realize again that, like, come on man, now it's time to like do something about it. And this is going to be a sign and indication that there's something that's going to be highlighted that you need to kind of pay attention to. You need to do this, you need to work on this, you need to put more energy towards something. It's about you really putting more energy towards something without thinking, but actually doing it. And by you putting more energy towards what is persistently going to be on your mind, it's going to also, it's going to reflect on your willpower, which is ultimately going to lead, towards happiness and family and the people around you. This is going to bring so many people like kind of closer together as well. Whether you have a family or whether these are your friends, you know, maybe you don't have a family. So this is kind of representing your friends. It's going to reflect on your friends. But it looks like that your input is going to be greatly needed, my gorgeous Capricornius. Your input is going to be greatly needed. Another date that I need you to pay attention to, it's actually going to be on the very much so 6th of June. Now, sorry. On the 6th of June, like, you seriously are going to be in such a specific mode, and it's like, oh my god, it's so annoying, because you are going to be like kind of fighting with yourself, and you're going to be like kind of torturing yourself. And what you need to understand on the 6th of June, that now it's time to release these limiting beliefs. Now it's time to release these limiting beliefs, my gorgeous Capricornians. You need to detach yourself from this because it's really affecting your freedom, and it's also at the same time it's causing you to have a lack of will when you shouldn't. So you need to release these limiting beliefs on the 6th of June, my gorgeous Capricornians. And these limiting beliefs have been causing you to have negative thoughts, and these limiting beliefs were also like kind of putting you in a self-imposed restriction, and you don't want this. So now in itself you are gonna kind of need to understand, as soon as you realize that you need to release this like kind of limiting beliefs, you just need to become more open-minded. You need to kind of, how you're gonna release this, I will explain. It's okay, I understand, you know, how you're gonna release these limiting beliefs, how you're gonna release these limiting beliefs. It's all here, baby. Just by being open-minded, just change your way of thinking about something. It's the same thing how we deal with things in our childhood and the things that have been torturing us like a long time ago. No one is asking you forgive to somebody who was like vile in your past. No, baby, no. But it's just like a kind of looking at things from a different angle, looking at that situation from a different aspect, from a different angle, changing your mind about how you see things. That already elevates you a few notches, you know, where you should have been elevated towards when it comes to your spiritual journey. So when I say that you need to release limiting beliefs, you know, in order to kind of get rid of the negative thoughts that are putting you in this self-restrictive mode without you even realizing, what you need to do, you need to open your mind about something. You need to be optimistic, and by being optimistic and by opening your mind, you're going to release so much pain that is holding you down, and you are going to like kind of put yourself in a more of an optimistic mode, which is going to start a process of recovery, which is ultimately going to lead towards you moving on, especially when it comes to self-doubt and self-doubt. That only couple of days later, my gorgeous Capricornians, it's actually gonna already kind of be so important, because you are gonna have this very interesting news and message and realization that, you know, you are kind of going to need to prepare for something. You are gonna need to prepare for something, and that in itself, it's like couldn't have happened at a better time. And you will see how everything happened organically, and you will also understand the power of your own optimism. You know, the power of your own optimism, it can move the mountains, my gorgeous Capricornians. And this in itself is going to be very, very interesting in so many different ways, you know, because at the same time, you know, this is so important, you know, because all this was causing you, you know, to have a lack of faith, and all this was like kind of discouraging you, and it was disconnecting you, especially when it comes to you. And this discouragement, a lack of faith and disconnection that you've been through lately was preventing you from realizing and seeing new possibilities in life, you know, and seeing so many possibilities that are already there, that are very strong and very solid, but then they just need new plans as well. So after this moment in time, you are gonna really kind of become aware of so much easier of the new possibilities coming to you without being held down, you know. And also at the same time, you're also gonna become aware of within the 7 weeks exactly, there are some kind of a new plans that you are also going to have. And these things are ever so important when it comes to your life, when it comes to your happiness, when it comes to your contentment, but ultimately when it comes to your whole quality of life, my gorgeous Capricornians, indeed. What else I was going to recommend you? It's absolutely gorgeous. Look at this. Absolutely stunning purple Suji stone, beautiful, very rare and very powerful. I strongly suggest you to wear this. When you wear this, you know, it purifies and it burns away any negative attachments. This is ever so important when it comes to our energy, when it comes to us being optimistic, and when it comes to us being free. And also it kind of like it helps you to channel love and your love and power willpower as well. So Suji stone is fantastic, especially when it comes to like you know, you channeling your energy towards maybe something emotional, towards your emotions, towards people in your life, towards the specific people in your life. Maybe you want to talk to someone and explain something to someone, but you're worried how you're going to explain this to them. When you wear this, you know, it just brings this wonderful balance and it makes everything softer, and you surprise yourself as well with things that you come up with in terms of wiseness, because it has got the power to unlock your third psychic eye, which brings the best out in you when you're touching up on like a subjects that you are scared to go into. And then you find out about yourself a lot through this transition that you are at the same time going through from one kind of dimension into another. Purple Suji stone is absolutely brilliant. So this is something that I highly recommend you to wear, and it makes you feel more energetic as well as soon as you wear it. This gorgeous purple Suji stone comes with sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well. I have to say that. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. So this is something that I think you should wear, especially when it comes to within the next few months, but also every time when you feel like it, indeed. So now, my gorgeous Capricornians, the next date that I'm going to be talking about, it's actually going to be on the 11th of the actual June. On the 11th of June, you know, listen to this. On the 11th of June, there is going to be some kind of misunderstanding, you know, and you are going to have some kind of misunderstanding on the 11th of June, or you're going to become aware of some kind of misunderstanding that you had. So it's about this misunderstanding sorry, on the 11th of June, that now suddenly you're going to be thinking about this misunderstanding, or you're going to be going through this misunderstanding with someone, and then you're going to realize, oh my God, this is, first of all, you're going to be shocked, you know, you're not going to like it, you're going to be like a little bit stroppy, and you're going to be a little bit negative, but then almost immediately you're going to realize, oh my God, you know what, I actually like this is beneficial for you. Shortly after, you're going to realize that that misunderstanding that you had with somebody else was actually really beneficial for you, because now you will know what to do and what not to do, because you are going to become aware of some kind of a poor risk. Okay, so this in itself is going to be so important, especially when it comes to you knowing exactly which alteration do you need to make, which edit do you need to make in order to start some kind of a change, which is going to speed things up, which is going to speed a certain progress of something so much. So this, my gorgeous Capricornians, this misunderstanding you can indeed count as a blessing. Okay, so the next date that I'm going to be talking about, it's going to be on the 13th of June. On the 13th of June, you are going to have this accomplishment, you know, and this accomplishment that you are going to have, it's gonna kind of like, you're gonna like this, but there is something that it's really going to surprise you about this accomplishment. I know that you're gonna be surprised. It's not gonna be massive, huge, but there is an element of surprise that you're actually going to have. So it's gonna be good. But that accomplishment that you are going to have, it's going to leave you with absolutely no option but to kind of like understand that this is this accomplishment is the part of your evolution. This is the part of your evolution. This is going to surprise you. It's not going to be big, but what is going to surprise you is how you're going to actually feel about it, and you're going to feel much more happier than you actually thought, and then you would think, and then, oh la la, this is speaking to you in itself, in its own language. Do you know what I mean? In the spiritual terms I'm talking about, of course, because you are having a little bit of a lotus moment again. Now you've been through so much, and now you're about to face the gorgeous sun, the gorgeous moon. This is exactly what's happening right now. So this accomplishment is the beginning of your evolution, but then at the same time, you know, that accomplishment, it's also somehow going to make you aware of like some kind of unexpected obstruction as well. and that unexpected obstruction that you're going to be thinking at the same time, suddenly you're going to be thinking about this unexpected obstruction. This accomplishment is going to remind you of some kind of unexpected obstruction that you've been. And when it comes to that accomplishment, and when it comes to things that happened before, and when it comes to something being slowed down and something not happening, do you get my drift? And so this is why you're going to be reminded of this unexpected obstruction that happened with this accomplishment while back in the first place. So it didn't happen, or it was really slowed down, and that in itself, it's really kind of going to make you think about the dark side of things, which is absolutely fine. A bit of a shadow work you're going to be going through, which is absolutely fine, and this is going to open your eyes when it comes to how much disharmony this actually caused into your life when this didn't happen for a while. And it's also going to make you aware of how much detachment this has caused in your life, which was leading very much so quite often towards you having a fear of commitment. Okay, and so, you know, basically, so what you need to understand is that this is all going to lead in between the 13th and the 16th of June, where you're going to realize that you must not resist an inevitable end. This is going to lead towards some kind of ending, but this is a good ending, but you must not resist this, okay? You just remember to not to resist an inevitable ending, but it must not be done abrupt, okay? You must wait for perfect timing. Okay, so this is something that you do not rush with. This is something that you're waiting for the perfect timing indeed, you know, because this is all, about you waiting for the perfect timing. So this is something that you need to remember. The next important date, my gorgeous Capricornius, it's actually going to be on the 20th of June. Now on the 20th of June, it's like, you know what, it's like you are really going to, on the 20th of June, there is going to be some kind of unexpected change here. And this unexpected change that you are going to have, on the 20th of June, on the 20th of June, you really need to be responsible about what is going to be going on, what is going to be happening. On the 20th of June, you need to be responsible, my gorgeous Capricornius. This is so important. You need to be responsible for what is actually going to be happening. And by being responsible, just remember, because there are going to be two paths ahead. One is going to be responsible, and another one is going to be naughty. Now you need to be responsible. Don't be naughty. Okay, it's not time to be naughty. So on the 20th of June, there are going to be two paths ahead. One is going to be responsible. Another one is going to be naughty. Be naughty. You do not be naughty now. Now it's time to be responsible. By being responsible, you are going to, number one, restore balance, and number two, you are gonna bring into your life an unexpected change, which you are going to like so much, because this unexpected change is gonna bring so much into your life, especially when it comes to you lacking strength. So this is gonna re-energize you, not only mentally but also physically. It's bringing so much clarity into your life. So later on, after this moment in time, you're gonna realize, like, whatever you're working on, you can put so much energy towards it, like so much more energy towards it, and you are going to like it indeed. So this is something that you need to remember. And also, my gorgeous Capricornius, another thing I was going to show you, I mean, this is a stunner. This is probably one of the most beautiful, one of the most gorgeous, and one of the most striking pendants I've ever had. I don't know if you can see this oops, sorry darling. I don't know if you can see this absolutely gorgeous colors. Look at this. Look at this stunning, absolutely gorgeous. And labradorite is not only stunning, but it's really powerful as well. When you wear labradorite has got the power to actually enhance something that's so special about you, something that's so good about you, something that's different about you, something that's unique about you. This is what labradorite does. So lots of people could say to me, oh, there's nothing different about me. Absolute rubbish, nonsense. Every single one of us has got something about us that makes us different, that makes us unique. And sometimes if you don't even know what that is, labradorite also helps you to find it, because when you wear it and you don't know what you're special about, then people focus on your speciality. People talk a lot about you, to you, about what you are good at, without even realizing that this is what this stone has done. By them being drawn towards that stone, then they talk about something that's special about you. So on one hand you highlight it, on another hand, you, if you don't know what it is, you find out lots of other things, you know, that are really good about you, which are always fantastic to know. And also, labradorite is powerful when it comes to transformation. It stimulates imagination. It's brilliant for manifesting, and it will, of course, strengthen your will as well. This is something I highly recommend you to get and wear, my gorgeous Capricornians, or get it for somebody else who could do with this, if you wish. So this gorgeous pendant comes with sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well. The next important date, it's actually going to be on the 24th of June. Now, on the 24th of June, you are, I like this so much, like, this is brilliant. God, I gave quite a few dates, didn't I? On the 24th of June, it's like a, basically you are, this is like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. On the 24th of June, you're going to discover something. You're going to find out something. You're going to discover something. What are you going to discover? It's going to inspire you like never before. And in fact, it's not only about the 24th of June, but it's from the 24th of June until the end of that month. So from the 24th of June until the end of that month. But it's going to start on the 24th of June, where you're going to, within this staging period, you're going to discover something incredible, something mind-blowing. What you're gonna discover is going to change your life forever, because what are you going to discover is going to inspire you, and it's also gonna kind of show you, there are gonna be so many ideas that you're gonna have, and it's also to do with the limitless potential. This in itself is immediately going to put you in a mode of being a free spirit, and it's immediately gonna make you how you want to explore. You're gonna feel excited, and you're gonna be thinking about freedom about freedom quite a lot. This in itself, it's also going to be so positive and important when it comes to you overcoming a really big challenge, you know, because you will realize if you didn't overcome some kind of a challenge, there is no way that you will come across so soon. And this in itself, it's also going to open your eyes and help you realize a bigger picture, especially when it comes to what do you need to do in order to have more progress in your life, in order to live more contently, in order to in order to follow this direction. You know, it's all about this courage that you're going to feel, but also at the same time, this is going to lead towards such a powerful accomplishment, you know, and attainment. And this is fantastic. And there is, you're going to feel like you want to celebrate, but at the same time, there is some kind of trip on journey that is going to be on your mind that you're going to be thinking of making. For the love of God, just do this. You must do this. You need to go on this trip and journey. Maybe it's 5 minutes away. Maybe it's going to happen in 1 month. Maybe it's going to happen that month. It doesn't matter. As long as the energy is again attached to this particular month, this moment in time, whenever you go to this whenever you go to this journey, there is some kind of spiritual experience that you are going to have, which is going to be completely out of this world. But it's again going to guide you towards something very, very important that you missed out on in life. So this is why you need to do this. But also, my gorgeous Capricornians, you know, this is all all gonna lead towards, you know, this inspiration. It's all gonna lead towards you being so busy in between the 24th of June and the end of that month. But at the same time, you are gonna kind of become aware of like some kind of a hard work. But this in itself, it's gonna have an effect on you, where you are gonna, the more you think about hard work, the more productive you are going to feel. So this is a brilliant sign that you are about to take on a very big and important responsibility. It's time for action, where you're gonna feel so creative in between the 24th of June and the end of that month. But this is also through your own creativity, you're gonna gain so much clarity, especially when it comes to an important financial opportunity that is gonna make you feel so ambitious. You know, this is all gonna lead in between the 24th of June and the end of that month. This is all gonna lead towards you gaining an overview, you know, increased understanding, you know, liberation from obstruction, you know, and that is all gonna lead towards you finding a solution, especially when it comes to understanding as well the power of cooperation. All this is gonna ultimately lead towards one of the biggest transformations of your life. And within the next 49 days, after that moment in time, my gorgeous Capricornius, I can tell you this, you have to trust me, you are gonna go through the actual radical change. And that in itself, it's all gonna lead now for you for all this time. Within the next 49 days, you know, all this time it's going to lead towards, all this time in between, you're going to realize that it's time to give up the old to make a way for the new. And all this, it's going to come to you completely naturally indeed. You're going to be surprised how quickly things are going to start moving on after this moment in time indeed. So now, my gorgeous Capricornius, I'm just going to see what is going to happen to those of you in relationship. Sorry. Okay, so for those of you in relationship, this is like, oh my God, you need to be really clever. Yes, you need to be really clever. You need to be really smart, and you really need to be clever, because somebody really horrible is going to be around both of you. Somebody very lying, somebody very deceptive, some kind of a sly and cunning person, and some person's kind of capable of swindling. I don't like this person whatsoever. And the problem is that there is gonna be some kind of experience that you're both going to have this month, which is really going to surprise you. And this experience is like, oh God, you know, it's gonna be connected to the certain person. And that experience that you're both gonna become aware of, that is connected to the certain person, I don't know, something really kind of negative is gonna happen, you know, something negative, something that you're gonna become aware of a certain person, both of you, and this is gonna surprise you, it's gonna throw you out of balance, and you're gonna feel both of you are gonna feel so sensitive because you're gonna be worrying about someone. So this is already kind of gonna put both of your minds in the certain mode, and you're gonna be a little bit sensitive, but you're gonna be planning to do something, or you're gonna be working on something, and so this is where it's gonna be, where you're gonna come across this sly and horrible person who is like gonna like try to make you to do something, and then that person is gonna find you at a moment of weakness, but you're both gonna know something is wrong, something is not right here. So you just, once again, you need to like avoid people if you feel like something is wrong with them, if they're being completely dishonest, you know, don't allow them to take things further in your life by pushing something to you, by making you to do something that you don't want to do. So, you know, and I can see that you're both going to realize this on time, which is absolutely brilliant and ever so important when it comes to protecting yourself, you know. So if you come across someone dodgy, horrible and weird but pretending to be really nice, you know, just kind of like really try to avoid that person as much as you possibly can. Okay, this is very, very important, and you are going to. But then on another note, You are also at around the 21st, 22nd and 23rd of June, you are both going to have a really, really meaningful experience, something very adventurous. It's going to happen to both of you. And this is going to not only open your eyes, but it's going to give you an idea. And you're both going to kind of want to do something. You're both going to want to change your life in a certain way. And after that, both of you are going to be so much happier indeed. It's just like kind of getting idea about lives from somebody, about your life, about somebody else, what you want to do, what you would like to do, what you would like to try, or what would you like to bring into your life. When it comes to those of you who are single and ready to mingle, my gorgeous Capricornians, you know what? It's like a kind of something is going to happen in between you and somebody else, you know, this month. Stranger in the night. And you might have like a little bit of fun, whether this is going to be like a stranger in the night moment, or whether this is going to be just a kissy, or you're just going to like kind of have a strong connection with somebody to start with this month, you know, and then there is this specific energy in between you two, but you are somehow going to feel a little connection to someone. And whether something happened with that person or not, there is going to be a very strong connection. But very soon, very shortly after, you're going to realize that that person is not who they say that they are. There's something not quite right about that person. And you're also going to realize, oh my God, like, I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for this. So there is something not going to be right with this person whatsoever. But you know what? This in itself is going to have a completely different effect and impact on you that you could have possibly imagined. This is really going to pump you up. This is really going to get you going. This is really going to put you in a mode. You know what? I want to go out there and have some fun, because you did get some really nice feelings, you know, through this person. That person elevated you and you liked how you felt, you know, to start with. And you just realized that you are missing out on certain things in life, you know, it's and the way people make you feel, and you know, that's absolutely fine. And you know, believe me or not, it's almost like an imposter is about to be revealed, you know, like with that first person, you know, that I was talking about, you know, to start with. But then again, at the same time, it's like a basically, you know, this is really gonna pump you up. So normally this would put you off. And normally, like this disappointment about that first initial, about that person, you know, normally this will put you off. Normally you will feel sad, you would feel negative. Normally you would say like, of course I'm not going to find anybody normal. Of course that person had to be weird, that person had to be bizarre, that person had to be crazy, that person had to be strange, you know. But now it is going to have a completely different impact on you. And it's going to make you feel like, oh, you know what, now I'm definitely ready. And this is like, you know, it's almost going to like kind of make you aware of like how you're missing on certain things in life, which is what I've already said, I know. But most importantly, you're going to become brave about things that you weren't brave about before, about doing before. So you are going to realize that you want to make the certain step, that you want to do something, and that you want to go somewhere. And the first thought, again, wherever that was, whatever that was, you need to go through this, you need to go there. It's not about you finding a person then and there, but that is going to be your key, where someone special is going to come through. But you have to go with your initial thought. As soon as it comes to you, that moment in bravery where you need to go and what you want to do, maybe perhaps going somewhere where you would never normally go, but this is not where you're going to find a partner. But through that is going to provide you with the key. Something is going to happen then and there, which is going to lead you somewhere else, and where there, somewhere else, someone else is going to be waiting for you. I know it sounds really confusing, I'm sorry, but it's all mind-blowingly connected indeed, as usual. Okay, my gorgeous Capricornians, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.